Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and hello if you're new. Make sure that you subscribe, that way you'll never miss out on another pick a card reading that I do on my channel every single Friday. Today we're doing a pick a card reading on November 2021. So November is already around the corner and I'm very excited to get messages of what we need to know, what we're headed into, what we should keep an eye out for, and all the good news that is coming in this month. Okay, so let's get started. You're gonna pick a pile or a Hamsa hand. So pile number 1, the golden Hamsa. Pile number 2, the red Hamsa. Pile number 3, the black Hamsa. Pile number 4, the green Hamsa. So go ahead and see which one draws you in, which one pulls you closer, which one do you look at and you feel a tingle inside yourself. That's the pile for you. There's a message in that pile for you that is making you tingle. So while you guys are choosing, I do want to let you know that if you're interested in any one of these Hamsas, they're actually hand poured by me and my partner, and we infuse it with oils and crystals and herbs and flowers, mantras, frequencies. It sits on my altar, and it's worked on a full moon and a new moon before it reaches you. So if you're interested, these are on my website and they are very affordable. I'm really excited. But with that being said, let's get into the reading. What does November look like for you? Pile number 1, or everyone that picked the golden Hamsa. So this Hamsa hand right here is actually infused with oud oil and herbs and extracts and oils for luck, specifically the intention of luck. And this is so interesting, you guys. Your reading is so spot on, like everything is so synchronistic. Let's start with death. Okay, so the death card is always about letting something go, and the death card will never come up if there's not something new, like a new replacement for this thing, this person, this job, whatever it is that needs to literally like die out of your life. A lot of times we get scared and anxious and fearful or feel guilt for letting this thing go, and that's what the Nine of Wands is telling me. Whatever it is that you need to be giving death to, you feel like if you do let this go, you're gonna lose your creativity. You're gonna lose your spark, something about sexual energy. You're gonna lose your vitality, your happiness, your zest for life. Whatever this thing is that is tied to these things that you think it's tied to, it's not. You somehow convinced yourself, or maybe other people have convinced yourself, that your libido, your sexual energy, your drive, your focus, your ambition, your excitement is tied to holding on to this thing that in actuality you need to be killing off. Now let's go to 45. Leaping through the air. A plan that you've made is on track. If you're waiting for something, get to work and stop putting off ideas or projects that you're considering. You're suppressing your creativity. There's something that you love. There's something that it sparks fire in you. It makes you, it drives you. But whatever the heck it is that you're holding on to so tightly, it's killing it. And you just need to take that step. You just need to take that leap. Whatever that is that you wanted to do, whatever that is that drives you, makes you excited, leap towards it. Go towards it. And you have all the help of the entire universe with oud oil. If you look up oud oil, I have some videos on my channel. I have oud products on my shop if you're interested. Oud oil has made me manifest things I could not even imagine, And I think that's what is going on here. There's things that you believe for yourself that you want, that you cannot even imagine that you get it. But you can get it. November is going to teach you that you can get it. November is going to teach you how to be a little bit less serious about life. A lot of you are very uptight, serious, very gotta get this done, no play, no fun, don't have time type of people. And you've only become that way because of your circumstances, or because you had to make ends meet, or it was you or no one else. So that's okay. Maybe that's what gave death to your spark. And that's why this mischief card is here, because November is going to be kind of a mischievous month for you. A lot of you are going to finally invite play back into your life. And a lot of you are just going to I'm telling you, I think pranks are going to be a big thing in November for you, for your loved ones. I feel like you're going to be pranking each other. You're going to be thinking of pranks. They're going to be thinking of pranks. It's going to be like a pranky thing in November. And it's going to be fun. And also mischief, invite a little mischief, invite a little playtime, a little spontaneous energy, a little taboo in November. And then we have here, revitalize your nervous system. This is interesting because I feel like that you had become so serious that your spark had burnt out. And that's why the cards are saying you need to revitalize your nervous system. Here's the thing. If you have PTSD, if you have anxiety, you suffer from trauma, depression, sadness, anger, rage, addictions, all of these things, your nervous system gets affected. Okay, and when your nervous system gets affected by these emotions, tell me that you guys agree with me or disagree with me. Tell me in the comments. When your nervous system gets affected by these emotions, you stop playing. You freeze. You become cold, which I think a lot of you should go to my OnlyFans and watch that video when your psyche freezes up. This is talking all about it. You freeze because your spark is gone, right? And you're trapped in these emotions that are very low vibration. And your nervous system starts freezing. So November is a month where a lot of you thaw out your system. You thaw out. Maybe a lot of you have become so cold and strict and disciplined and get everything done. Deadline, routine, chores, clean, grocery shop, everything's in the fridge, meal prepped, deadlines met. I don't know what else, right? I just feel like that's kind of what life had become. And in November, it's just you know what? These fish are flying out the water, right? Water is their comfort. Water is where they will live. But sometimes they go beyond just to explore for a second or two. And that's where your spark lies, but you repressed it and you suppressed it. Your nervous system is going to be revitalized in November. So for a lot of you, I feel like there's going to be a lot of different kind of food, exploring food. I don't want to say diet, but changing the way you eat, eating better, eating things that make you feel better. A lot of you will be craving more greens. I'm telling you, come back in November and tell me in this video, you will be craving more greens. Okay, salads, cabbage rolls, lettuce wraps. What else is green? Spinach, bok choy, hemp. What else? Just greenery. I've actually started growing my own fenugreek, and if you guys are interested, I can harvest the seeds and sell them on my Etsy shop for you, but they're so good. And fenugreek gives such an abundance, and that's what I use in my money, a lot of my money work. And so, yeah, I thought I'd share that with you guys. But anyways, the last card that comes up here is establish boundaries. Earth, brown. Okay, so boundaries hits our physical reality, earth energy. A lot of you, I feel work with patchouli. Patchouli is very earthy energy, but it's also very nurturing, seductive, healing, protective. Patchouli does it all. But also gardening would be something that is very good to do right now. Also, a lot of people probably are harvesting their, stuff right now. That would be really good. But it's very important right now to establish your boundaries, which means communicate no if you mean no, or if you want to say no, and communicate yes if you want to say yes. That's boundaries, is where you say, this doesn't make me feel good, this makes me feel good, and that's okay. I don't like that feeling when you say that word, and that's okay. Like, establish your boundaries. And a lot of you in November are just going to be doing that, like, hey, no, that I don't feel good around that. I don't feel good with that kind of a touch. I don't feel good with that word. I don't feel good when that I'm in the presence of this kind of content. Whatever it is, you have to establish your boundaries for yourself. Everyone's different. So yeah, that is your reading. I feel like it's a very spiritual month, and a month filled with play, that you finally allow yourself to play, connecting with nature, and just breathing. Like, you allow yourself to breathe, and luck. Lots and lots of lucky moments in your physical reality. So remember that. A lot of you, your spark is coming back too. Okay? I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much, and happy November. Bye. Pile number 2, or everybody that picked the red Hamsa. So this right here is the love Hamsa. It's infused with lover's herbs, love oils, love flowers, and love extracts, and love crystals. And the Hamsa hand is a symbol of protection, good fortune, luck. So I think November has a lot to do with your love life, and it's very interesting because look at the colors right here. The cherry card comes up, and the cherry card has a message for you to live an extraordinary life. So November has to be a little extra rich, a little extra extraordinary, a little extra sweet when it comes to your love life. Now we also have the purple card here. The purple card has everything to do with your crown chakra and your third eye chakra. So what does that mean? Crown chakra means you connect to something bigger than yourself, your spirituality, what it is that you believe in, and that could be to each their own, whether it's God, or it's Allah, Buddha, it is Jesus, it is your higher self, whether it is just your inner child. Purple is a color that you are going to be connecting to something a little bit bigger than yourself, and it's going to help you develop mental clarity, like it says here, and just give you, I feel like, here's the thing, maybe a lot of you have just been stuck in a maze, just going round and around, hitting this wall, hitting that wall. And in November, you're no longer going to be going around and around hitting the mazes, because you find your way out of something, whatever it is. Let's go over here to the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is talking about mental clarity. The King of Swords is a person who is a leader, who is very ambitious and driven. But this person is also very clever. This person can be manipulative to get their way. But in this circumstance, I feel like it's okay. So I feel like in November, you find ways closer to your manifestation. The Sun card is very good. The Sun card is happiness, it's manifestation, achievement, growth, warmth, family, so many good things with this card. So instantly that tells me that this entire reading, your whole month of November, is going to be very, very good. With the King of Swords, I'm seeing that you're going to be very good with your words. You're going to be very good. You're going to be very conniving and manipulative, seductive, okay? Your words will have power, and your words can seduce, and your words can manipulate, your words can persuade. Use it to your advantage. This is why we have the Dark Moon card. The new moon, I think, is going to be around November 4 or 5. I'm not completely sure yet. I have to look that up. But the new moon is the dark moon. Work the new moon with cherries and a purple candle, okay? And then you put that candle and whatever you worked, the cherries and everything, put it in the sun. Dry the cherries out. I feel like plant the cherries after they're dried out. If that makes sense to you guys. Can you even do that? I don't know. That's what I would do. That's kind of something I've been trying to do. I don't know if it's right or wrong, but work with cherries on the new moon, okay, with purple candles, and sunflowers or citrine candles for specifically your love life. It will help you and benefit you so much. Okay, so let's get into a few different things in your reading. This card right here is disengage from outcomes. So let go so you can open yourself to the highest love so that you deserve. The highest love that you deserve. Find ways to release worry or any unresolved lack of forgiveness you might be holding on to. That's so interesting that you picked the love Hamsa, and your reading has so much to do with love, especially right here. I feel like forgiveness, right? Or unnecessary worry, and just worry that is not going to do anything. It's not productive. It's there, it's strong, it's heavy, it's clingy, right? Worry clings onto you, but it's not doing anything. If anything, it's harming everything because it's an energy, and this energy blocks your mental clarity, and this energy of worry blocks your path. So in reality, like, we spend so much time worrying, and in November we get to learn how it wasn't beneficial, and we have to do things differently, and November teaches you to do things differently. You get your power back in November. I'm telling you guys, if you grab this from my shop, I don't know if we have some in stock, grab this, work with cherries, set up a little altar with purple and cherries and this and red colors on the new moon. I feel like it's really powerful for you guys specifically. Your energy is calling for it. Now, the last card that we have here is Life is Better Together. So seek assistance from your community. Connect with family, friends, or others who will support you. It could be as simple as making a phone call. Okay. If you are wanting to have somebody reach out to you in November, work on the new moon and work with cherries and the color purple, because the purple color helps you get into people's minds. Do with that information what you will. And another thing that I get from this card is family. A lot of you are going to be spending a lot of time with your family. Reconciliation, reconnection with your loved ones, with your spouse, with your children. Maybe somebody that you've been arguing with for a while you will reconcile. Forgiveness there's an energy of forgiveness. So November is a good month. It's a month of family. It's a month of you are going to be working this new moon, and a lot of you, I hope, will be working with cherries and purple candles, and just there's clarity coming in, mental clarity in where you get to, it's like downloaded information where you're going to learn how to manipulate, connive, and deceive and persuade with your tongue, with your words. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for watching, and happy full moon. What is it? Happy November. What am I talking about? Why did I say full moon? Happy November. For everybody that picked pile number 3 or the black Hamsa hand. So this Hamsa hand right here is infused with protection herbs, protection crystals, as you can see, the tiger's eye crystal, and protection oils. And it's specifically for protecting your energy, your home, your finances, your relationships, everything. And the Hamsa hand is this very beautiful symbol, Middle Eastern symbol of luck and protection and good fortune and health, prosperity. It's just very, very overall good for everything. So I think that in November, there's this calling for you to pay specific attention to the protection of your energy, protection of your relationships in November. Just keep an eye of like how you protect it, or are you just neglecting it? Or maybe like, do you have any shield around your house? Like for me, I would always recommend people do some kind of protection work on their home, or keep protection crystals or something, right? And keep an image of a protection deity that you believe in. Something as simple as that even. But something of protection. Let's get into the reading. This has a lot to do with your home life, your domestic life. A lot of you guys are going to be spending time home. Now, this could mean a few different things, either A few of you are moving into your home, your new home, your house. A few of you are going back home to your roots, maybe going back home to where you grew up, where you were born, you know, your parents' house, your grandpa's house, going back home, going back to your roots. And another thing is that a lot of you might be looking for a new home or questioning your current home. It's all about home and the movement of energy inside this home. Now, here's this first card that we have here, which is where you need to be. So in this moment, so November is going to teach you a lot of being still in the moment and acknowledging your emotions and feelings right then and there. Now, a lot of you, I think, may, sometimes a feeling comes up or an emotion comes up and you're just like, you know what, I'm too busy. I don't have time for this. I am doing something right now, or I'm with a family member, I'm with my kids, I'm with my husband, I'm like, I can't do this right now. We suppress it, or you feel like you'll deal with it later, or you just feel like it's not important, or it's all in your head. Now in November, a lot of you that have been kind of like, I think you were doing that and then you would be like, dang, that's not good. Like, you know what you're doing and you know it's not good, and then you would like give yourself shit for it. And in November, I feel like it has already caught up to you and you know it and you feel it. But in November, there's so much help coming in for you. Look, I got this card this morning for myself, and then I was like, okay, I want to kind of test it out. What kind of help, or where, like what is this card talking about? But it surprised me, and it did give me help, and it does come in various ways. It can come in the form of an energy download. It can come in the form of an idea. It can come in the form of a choice that you make that you're not used to making. It can come in the form of a person randomly appearing in your life. It can come in the form, so many forms. And in November, you really get to see all these forms of help. And I feel so excited inside my heart when I say that to you. And I want you to come back in the comment section and tell me, because this is going to happen. Help is going to come in so many different ways. Spiders. If you see spiders in your house or spiders in your workplace, spiders everywhere in November, try not to kill them. I know that's hard because they freak me the heck out. They're probably one of my biggest fears. I cannot even stand a spider. If there was hairspray near me and I saw a spider, that's not a pretty thing, okay? I'm just saying I'm terrified of them, as most of you probably are too, right? But the spider is going to come to show you a specific message that I want to read you what it says. Okay, so it says, "What a wild web we weave, dear child, a delicious mystery untamed." Maybe you've been stuck in a web that something or someone else wove for you. You've been stuck in there because it's not your DNA, it's not your creation, it's not your web, it's not your construction. And you wouldn't even get out of it because you probably feel so safe in it. Maybe that's all you know. But this web is not yours, and you need to create your own. And November kind of comes to nudge you in that direction, but also to tell you that you are on that journey and you're where you need to be. Don't rush yourself. You are just meant to be exactly where you are in order to learn the lessons that you're learning and to accumulate everything you need to accumulate in the materialistic world. Like the spider in the web catches all the flies and the food and everything it needs, but it will still keep building and weaving and whatever it needs to do, right? I think you're going to learn a lot from the spider in November. Now, we have the lemon, which is access innovative thinking. Oh, I feel like I just got an epiphany. How many of you, and tell me what it is in the comment section down below, what it is What is it that makes you go into a trance, that makes you like completely lose yourself in your own thoughts, but in a beautiful way? For me, I think I would say it's through if I'm doing the dishes or if I'm mopping my house or if I'm creating oils and creating stuff for my shop. It's where I'm doing something that I really love to do. Like I'm physically doing something. But in my head, I'm somewhere else. Now when the spider does that, the spider weaves its web, I feel like the way like we drive. Subconsciously, we know how to drive. Like how many times have you lost yourself to thoughts and daydreams while you're driving? But you're driving. But your head is not really there. Like the spider, weaving the web, knowing what it's doing, but the head is probably somewhere else, right? So I think November is going to have that kind of an energy. Also, work with lemons in November for you guys, okay? So cook with lemon, clean your house with lemon scented things, lemon flavors, lemon perfume, lemon tea, gardening lemons, potpourri, lemon spells. I actually have a few videos about lemon cleansing that you could do. But there's so many ways you could work with lemon. Lemon scented candles. You could use lemon juice on yellow candles. It's very cleansing and you could light that. But work with lemon. I keep like burping. So I feel like work with lemon for a lot of you, that you guys need to express yourself in November. There may be things that come up in November where you need to speak and express yourself, and use lemon to do that. So lemon tea or lemon honey, lemon, what else? Salve. However, put lemon on your tongue before you speak. I feel like a lot of you use lemon to communicate and speak and express yourself. Also wear a lot more yellow. Okay, the next card we have here is chocolate. Nourish your body and soul. A lot of you, you're going to be creating, you're going to be weaving and getting back into your own head. Okay, and that's a lot. So in November, there's a message of also, the spirits are going to like help you indulge. So maybe for a lot of you, I feel like splurge on your favorite chocolate, or you're going to be gifted chocolate, or work with chocolate in spells, especially. Now, the 7 of Wands here is when you can focus all of your attention and energy into one specific area. So when the spider is weaving its web, it's weaving its web. That's its job. That's its whole function in that moment. But the mind can be everywhere else. So I hope that made sense. And then we have the 4 of Cups. The 4 of Cups is that you guys have been bored. And November comes to stir up that boredom. Like, you're so blessed. Let us weave your mind so that you can accept these blessings. You've been way too bored. So work with chocolate, lemon. If you see spiders, try not to hurt them. Try to see what they're doing, where they're building what in your house, and then try to kind of just put them outside. And that is your reading for November. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye. Pile number 4, or everybody that picked the green Hamsa hand. Okay, there's a lot going on in November for you guys that is life-changing. Let's get into it. So this Hamsa is green. It's for prosperity, and it's infused with prosperity, abundance, money, and wealth. Herbs, powders, oils, flowers, mantras, frequency. If you're interested, I do have these on my shop. But if not, then it would be really good for you to work with like a green Hamsa hand. You can maybe print one out from Google. Maybe you can buy yourself some kind of a green Hamsa, or paint or draw a green Hamsa hand. The Hamsa is a form of protection. It's a Middle Eastern symbol for protection and good fortune and good health. And Hamsa means 5, so very good for protection because it's kind of like putting your hand up. Yeah, let's get into your reading. I feel like a lot of you, your finances will be, there's going to be like an energy of protection for your finances. So a lot of you might be like making your will, or like signing prenup, or something where you're securing your finances, protecting your assets, investing, something. A lot of you are going to be protecting your finances. Now, here's the thing. A lot of you may have this little inkling or this little nudge to do something with your money, with your abundance. And you get that voice, right? Where you're like, something is telling me to do something with my money. And now you're just like, but should I do it? You have this Page of Cups. Page of Cups is like, I'm very curious why I keep hearing this in my head, why I keep being nudged to do this with my money, or maybe try this out for money. Like, it could be a new business idea or whatever it is, but it's not just that. It's not just voices telling you to do this. It's not just curiosity, but it's a sudden creative inspiration. It's like this, it's your intuition, it's your feelings, it's your creativity, it's your sacral chakra that is wanting to explore new ideas and feed your mind. Your mind is opening, and there's synchronicity happening a lot in November for you. It's kind of leading you to what these voices in your head are telling you of this curiosity that you have. Now, the Page of Cups brings an unexpected but very pleasant surprise. That could be a new relationship, a new attitude, a birth of a baby, announcement of pregnancy, like a proposal, something new and unexpected and surprising. So it could be like marriage, new project, and stuff like that. Also, for a lot of you that are in a relationship, or this could be something that you struggle within your own self, which is something that I completely struggle within my own self. And you could hear more about my journey on my OnlyFans, which is intimacy. So there's going to be like a renewal and rejuvenation of intimacy, whether that be intimacy with yourself, with a partner. Remember, you can be intimate with anyone. Like, intimacy is an intimate conversation. It's an intimate meeting. Like, it's just a different level of closeness. And it's a level of closeness where somebody feels safe. Okay? Now, we have your connecting to the divine. So your intimacy here is linked to the divine. So for a lot of you, your intimacy has a lot to do with your spirituality and your innocence. So what is it in a lot of you, your financial state, where you feel like you did wrong or where you were wronged? And this could also be if a lot of you were in a relationship and somebody wronged you when it came to money. Either you thought that they took advantage of you, or maybe they took some money from you, or whatever the case was, and it really messed up your relationship with money. Now we're going to come over here to seeing both sides. Take a step back and try looking at this from different perspective. So in November, there's going to be a shift in your mentality towards something in your life regarding money and abundance and wealth, prosperity, just abundance. And that could be abundance of anything. It could be abundance of love, abundance of money, abundance of wealth. This can go so deep. So you're going to see a different perspective, and it's actually going to spark this newfound relationship with your divine, which means whatever you work with and you believe in. And it's going to spark a whole like rabbit hole that you're going to go down into, and you're going to start becoming very persistent in listening to your voices in your mind and your intuition. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. Not voices in your mind, your intuition. And these voices have been nudging you for so long, and you've been questioning yourself, maybe thinking you're crazy, maybe just looking at one side, and or maybe suppressing your curiosity. Page of Cups is so much about curiosity. Maybe you have been closing yourself off to intimacy. A lot of you have closed yourself off to intimacy because you lost connection with your own divine. But there's this persistence coming in November where you see things a little different, and you start to listen to your own voices, and you follow that curiosity, whatever that means for you. But for a lot of you, it has to do with abundance. And remember, In this case, abundance could be anything. Abundance in love, abundance in money, abundance of food, abundance of peace, abundance. What is it that you need abundance in? And you know, because your voices have been telling you. Now, we also have this message to protect yourself, which we also have the Hamsa. So, okay, this is interesting. 10 of Cups is achievement. It's manifestation. It is happiness and just receiving that which you asked for. It's joy. It's a very comfortable house. It's stability, security, and it's a constant flow of your feelings where it's not repressed. You just let it flow. And for a lot of you, it's you manifested something in November. And it's because you followed your own voices. And it's because November is going to teach you to follow your own voices, but also look at both sides, because looking at both sides, seeing both sides gives you power and discipline enough to connect to the divine and get what you want. Okay? Now, also, I want to tell you guys, work with silver and pearls. Get yourself some nice pearl necklace, pearl ring, fake pearls, real pearls, whatever it is. Okay, work with it, play with it, get crafty, get creative with it. Silver glitter. Silver glitter, if you add it to spells, it's the energy of being persistent, pushing the energy through. And also mirrors, okay, dimensions, parallel universe. Okay, a different version of us and our reality and our story exists in every single different, so many versions of our life exist. And with glitter, I feel like we get to, if you do a spell and you use silver glitter, it's little teeny mirrors telling the universe, here's my intention. And I know there's probably a million ways for my intention to come true in my favor. And here I'm giving you like 10,000 little mirrors, which is glitter. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in these Hamsas, I hope they're not out of stock. I think I have a few left in my shop, but I'll talk to you very soon.